maybe just this. That would be you.
Oh, Jesus.
Calling to order the August 4th, 2017 meeting of the Falmouth Conservation Commission. We have one item of business, which is to vote order of conditions for 130 Quistit Avenue, the Woods Hole Golf Club.
Yes, Madam Chairman, this is the project in which the Woods Hole Golf Club would like to do some vegetation management down by the 18th hole,
Yes.
including removal of, or coppicing a number of trees and controlling some invasive species and putting the kind of stormwater swale along the edge of the fairway.
Yes. And I think the tree removal aspect was probably the most problematic through the hearing. And
I mean, the staff.
the last hearing, we had some testimony as to the poor condition of the trees under consideration. So I don't know if there's any other topic we want to address as well.
No, but I have comments on it.
All right, certainly. Go right ahead.
So,
Yep. All right, go.
Oh.
Sorry.
so most of the project is fine.
Yeah,
I have serious concerns about cutting trees in the A zone.
yeah, I do too.
And these trees are all in the A zone to the coastal bank. And I just want to point out something, I don't know if you remember this, Courtney, but Seth said, well, you allowed it at Salt Pond Place, which we did allow coppicing at the Salt Pond Place. What he neglected to say is, number one, it was an enforcement order, and number two, the trees we allowed to be coppiced were ones that had been pollarded, which is kind of whacked off at the 5-foot level. So they had grown up and they were out like this,
Pollarded.
pollarded, yeah. Now both.
A variation on coppice.
Right, right. Well, both pollarding and, yeah, exactly. Depends on where you whack it off. Both of these are techniques that have been used for years. It has had been pointed out in Europe. And if you've gone to European, like walked through places in France or Italy, you see these trees that come up and they use it to make arbors over, to make shady areas in hot places. Yeah, yeah.
The classic British drive.
Right. So my feeling is these trees should stay. They should be part of the monitoring and should within the 3 years, significant decline, and they should be treated if they need to be.
Yeah,
But should
I mean,
the significant decline occur, then they could come into Jen and,
Visit this.
yeah, and revisit it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Betsy, because as I mentioned in the hearing, I've had firsthand experience having to save oaks that
Yeah.
are being afflicted very similarly to these. And they are treatable. It's an expensive process. But the cost of taking them down and replanting and doing all of that stuff is a wash in reality. Now, there's no guarantee that the tree will survive, but I think the benefit of having mature trees in that area outweighs, a lot of this other stuff.
Yeah, well, it serves all the functions that a vegetated buffer
Absolutely.
should serve, including
I mean, is there
a
an
diverse
issue?
habitats for
Is there,
wildlife.
are we underneath it all? Is the issue that we're looking at a view problem? Is that where it really comes down to?
I don't know that it's, well, I mean, if that's the case, then I think maybe they should have addressed that, but I'm not particularly in favor myself of getting into people's motives for doing things.
No, but I mean,
They haven't,
But from where this is located, I can't imagine whose view would be improved.
The clubhouse.
yeah,
The clubhouse has approached the staff for a number of years to
right.
prune and remove those trees.
I was
Staff-
only there once, so I'm
Yeah,
trying to
you have to go up and
visualize
look at the
it.
clubhouse. And that's what it is. It's overlooking to where the knob is, so it would be from the clubhouse. The only thing that staff has to say is I did go out there with Wilkinson Ecological to review the other work, not the trees. I'm gonna stay away from the trees, so you guys can decide on that. And I was very comfortable with the other work once, we talked through it in the field, which was really helpful. I was a really big fan of the biofiltration swale along the edge, and I think that portion of the work will come out really, really nice, and will be a benefit to this area. But the trees, like I said, I have been approached over the years to remove them. The staff did allow them to remove a number of vines that were in the trees. I think that was 2 years ago. But I did not feel comfortable saying yes to remove the trees without the board's input, so. But it would be from that clubhouse, Steve.
Okay. So it wasn't me.
Madam Chair,
I'm sorry, we can't take any input.
I just want to correct
Ooh, I don't think we can do that, I'm sorry.
about the A zone.
Jen, can we can't
I
do-
looked that up, it's the A zone to the coastal bank.
A-zone, bank.
Where's the other?
It's not the A-zone to the wetlands. It is in that,
BBW?
there's the A-zone to that
Coastal bank A zone.
coastal,
yeah,
Yep,
and this is what,
Well, it's here.
now these
there
are,
are,
there's
there
no-
are some
B-zone.
of the oaks
those are outside the A zone, right?
that are in the
So we
A-zone
can't-
to the
I
wetland
mean, you
itself,
can, but that's not,
according to Tom Bunker's plan. Not all of them, but there are a number, if I'm looking at the A-zone to that wetland.
Excuse me.
I don't
Just
have a
stand right there.
scale.
Westwood Pike.
A, right here. Yep,
And good
BBW
eyesight.
A-zone.
Excellent.
So,
See,
1, 2, 3, 4 of them fall in that. One, two, three, okay, wait a minute.
Okay, show me where the coastal bank is.
And then,
Okay.
what was,
oh, wait a second.
when was the last time you were out there, Betsy?
Excuse me,
we open
that was,
Huh?
if Betsy, if you look,
Because
5 of
that's-
them look like they're outside of that A-zone to the bank.
They are,
yes, right,
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
actually, 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 16,
Six.
14, 20,
Why not
16, and 18. And then the 18, 20, 12-inch Tupelo, and 16-inch oak are within the A-zone to the
Yeah, but if those-
BBW.
Yeah, but if those, well, here we have a situation where if somebody wanted to build something, they'd be allowed to build in the
Yeah,
B zone,
Zone.
but just to take down,
Right, And they would be
Buffer
allowed to
trees?
take down the trees that were directly involved with
with buildings.
the building. And then wouldn't they have to mitigate for them or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
They
the-
would
you-
have to mitigate for them if the A zone wasn't completely vegetated.
yeah, they have to
Right.
Which
mitigate it
it's
2 to
not
1
in
or
this
something
case
like
because the
that.
T's on there.
A B zone.
Right.
Well, I mean, the trees don't,
What do you guys want to
trees
do?
don't really go 2 to 1. But
So, I mean,
it's 1 for 1 or caliper inch to caliper inch.
Well, they are planning to plant a number of oaks
right,
over towards parcel 17. So if you're looking at Bunker's plan over here,
right.
well, this is Wilkinson's plan over there. So they are planning to plant a number of trees, including tupelos, cedars,
Which are in
11
the
new
B-
white oaks,
Right.
and 11 hickories in that area to mitigate for the tree removal over there.
Which are in the B zone, are in the
Both A and B.
A and B zone to the coastal bank.
Why aren't they replanting them over here?
Why do you think, Courtney?
I mean, if they take the trees down in that area, why
Well, they're
wouldn't they
saying that they're
replant?
going to coppice them and allow them to regrow.
So
That's arguing that
I'd
the
say they-
trees are beyond repair.
I'd say they can do that in the B zone, for the ones that are in the B zone.
So, just to make
Sure, I agree
sure,
with
all right,
that.
guys,
Maybe
just
no
so,
survival
and I should have
next
brought
to
a, Susan, is that a red pen? No? Okay. Do you have a red pen or a blue pen or something other than that, Andrew? So I get it right.
So we're going to the idea that they can coppice
Hey, guys.
the ones in the B zone.
Yep.
Right here. Excuse me, Mary.
And then-
I know, I don't mean to like crawl on you.
Yeah, you don't
So
want to do that.
one, no, I know I don't. The ones in the B zone, I'm talking
We don't
about.
even want to be this close to you,
That's
right?
Mary over here.
Yeah, please.
It's okay, Andrew, I'll figure it out. I got it. All right, you,
Okay.
Courtney,
It's a size
scoosh
thing,
over for 1 second. Scooch. Okay,
Those,
these guys, this group right there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Okay. So Susan, for the record, we're going to take out 5
No, coppice.
coppice, 5 of the oaks in the B zone, and that's
To
an
the coastal
18-inch, 2 16-inch, a 14-inch, and a 20-inch oak. And 1, 2, 3, okay,
All oaks.
all oaks. And then this guy stays, those guys stay? That's
Yeah.
Mary, Steve,
And
Court?
yep,
Okay.
and I would like to see these trees clearly delineated before the start of work, so there's no question when people are out there doing their
Yep.
coppicing, that the coppicing doesn't encroach.
You don't want
It isn't a
forgiveness.
walking coppice.
You don't want to issue forgiveness, have the permission.
Are they copicing the 18-inch, 216 inch?
Yes, yes, yes.
A 20-inch and a 14-inch.
And the
In
20-inch
the
and a 14-inch.
coastal bank B zone.
They're white
Is
oaks?
that what? was-
Correct.
They're labeled as oaks, so that's fine.
I think we also should specify that these trees need to be,
And are they in the B
the
zone?
Those
ones that are
the B-
remaining
B zone, yes.
need to be
Monitored,
monitored or
treated as
treated
necessary.
treated as
Okay, guys,
necessary.
I have to
So
write
that's
this
the
down.
5 oaks you talked about?
Yeah.
Coppice 5 is the
Coppice 5 oaks.
I mean, that stuff works, I can tell you.
Yeah.
In B zone,
As I had an oak that was, I would have said, was ready to come down. It was down to little stuff at the top, all of which had been munched 3 or 4 years in a row, and the drought and everything else. Once they treated that for the gall wasps and the winter moths, over a couple of years, that tree has recovered beautifully.
Yeah, I've had, my
It's
trees
not
weren't that
100%,
far
I
gone,
mean,
but
it's-
I've had similar experience.
But,
too.
you know,
I
that was an
actually had-
expensive little process.
I actually had
right.
Dave Salter come out because I had to take a tree down that was dead, that was closer to the house. And I said, I'm reluctant to take that down because it looks like it's coming back. And he said, some
hang
of
on,
them
guys,
are
I
coming
need to,
back.
I need to look at
Some of
something.
the black ones.
This is my new.
Plus, gall wasps have kind of moved on, and I think they're parasites now that
Wait a
that
minute,
are
wait a minute.
attacking the gall wasps. I know they introduced some parasite up in Wellesley, and it was very effective.
Nature,
So Jen,
Well,
did you also get that thing
I know.
about
I know it's all
monitoring and
about.
treating the
the
others
cycle,
through
Yes,
through the?
yes, I did. I'm trying to
Or
figure out though, I'm trying to
winter months are
Your
to,
problem?
they like the birch and dogwood.
Really?
They love birch trees.
oh,
Oh,
this is
I didn't know that. I
Andrew's
don't have any
thing
birch
here.
trees where I am.
Can you smell them?
No, I got it. I was looking for your,
Sentimental
how you numbered them. So guys,
3 sticks, and I'm still
Yes.
trying to save it.
The birch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you want to look at the management options for the other trees that you want remaining, or you just want them monitored?
Nope, I want them monitored.
Okay, all right.
You don't,
'Cause I
we
knew
don't
that,
wanna have a
the
management, we
gentleman
don't wanna have a
from
management plan for them.
Poly Arboretum had given you other management.
I want
options.
them monitored. The management for all of them said first
Well, they
choice
said,
was
okay,
coppice.
so let's try tree number one, the white oak, that we're not removing. It says coppice the tree to allow to regrow. You don't want to do that because that's tree number one. Or remove dead wood from canopy and further evaluate the defects in the tree, then set up a monitoring system. Do you want them to remove the dead wood from the canopy?
Do you think that's necessary?
I'm
mean, it's-
asking you guys.
It's not as if there's a house underneath
Okay,
there.
okay, that's fine.
Dead wood plays a role for
Yes, I know.
Birds.
I know.
birds.
Okay, I was just asking the question.
I doubt that there may be some golfers who end up putting the balls in those areas.
There can be workers working there, planting all this new material.
Hmm.
So our concern is if we invest all this money.
I'm sorry, we shouldn't be taking any testing.
Andrew,
Sorry.
they know, they're aware that you're gonna have guys underneath there and doing the work. They do realize that. Leaving the tree as is, to do small weight reduction, taking no material over 2-inch diameter out. So no removal of any dead wood.
Well, I would say, before they begin the work, if they want to evaluate those and make some
Because basically it looks like-
recommendations to you, I'm comfortable with you saying,
Are
you can
talking
do
about-
this.
Right, or
Are you talking about
same
removing
thing,
dead
on
wood
an
off a
ongoing
tr- off a
basis,
tree?
if
Off
they
live
see.
trees.
Yes, guys,
Um,
I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
So we're going through the management options from the guys that did the tree evaluation from the Poly Arboretum? You can nod, thank you. So when they went through tree by tree, it was labeled, so we're leaving trees 7 through 12. Standing dead black, oh, the dead black one. And then 1 through 6, they had given you different management options. One was the first, obviously, preferred management option was coppicing the tree. And then the other management options, basically, we can go tree by tree. Because tree number 2, the hickory, does have 3 different management options. And I'd like you guys to actually go through that and see what you want to do, please.
all right, why don't you give us a choice?
Could you read them, please?
I can read them. So tree number 1 would be remove the dead wood from the canopy and further evaluate the defects in the tree.
Yeah,
and
that's
set
fine.
up a monitoring system, that's, okay. Tree number 2, that would be the hickory. Leave the tree as is or do small weight reduction, taking no material over 2 inches in diameter, then continuing to monitor the tree and roots at least once every 3 years, and definitely after heavy rains and windstorms. You have to weigh the level of risk you are willing to live with against the level of reward you were to get with the tree. And then 3, you can remove one of the leaders at the codominance area. This would resolve the structural defect hazard, but would create another structural hazard. The secondary leader would be removed, is larger than the 2-inch diameter, and trees have a harder time compartmentalizing wounds larger than 2 inches in diameter. This would allow for a decay column to form in the tree and would compromise the structural integrity of the tree. So I think
Option 2,
2. 2?
I feel like we're in a quiz show.
3 was perform a drastic canopy reduction through,
I thought you said number 3 before.
no, tree number 3.
What, and what is the tree?
It's black oak. Perform drastic canopy reduction through cutting heads and performing a cornet reduction procedure. Do you want that one to do that, or you just want to monitor that one?
Just monitor that one.
Okay, monitor.
I see the
I'm
argument,
gonna go tree by tree,
I
guys,
see the
sorry.
argument for
That's
doing
all
it.
right.
you know,
Same with tree number
because you want the
4.
wind to go through.
Okay. And then tree number 5, hopefully that's the last one we're dealing with. No, we got one more after this.
What's the tree? I'm sorry.
Tree number 5 is a black oak, and leave the tree as is to do small weight reduction, taking no material over 2 inches in diameter, then continuing to monitor lean and root heaving every month to at least once a year, and definitely after heavy rains and storms. And then 3, move the tree box and restricts access to move the tee box and restrict access outside 1.5 times the height of the tree.
The second.
Second, okay. Option 2.
Second.
Yeah,
Well, she'll give it to you.
Second one.
I'll give it to you, Susan. And then the scarlet oak, remove dead canopy, so we'll do number 2, set up a monitoring system. And then I believe 7 through 12, you are allowing to remove.
It's fine.
I guess Bunker didn't grab this dead one in there
No,
on his
it'd be
plan.
fine.
You moved your caucus.
Is there a number there?
Yeah, there would be caucus. There's one standing dead black oak labeled number 10 that I had the number 10 on this.
Oh.
That really dead one.
All
I
right.
had actually given them
All
previous
right.
permission to
Okay.
remove that.
Okay, that's fine.
But that was part of the group of cluster that you
Yep.
said fine, so.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm sure that as a result of this, they may want to change the amount of white oaks. So I'll ask for a revised plan, because I'm sure the number of tree mitigation is gonna change as a result
Yes.
of this.
I would think.
Okay?
Yep, and that's fine. We'll-
Okay, but you still want some tree mitigation for the ones that are being
Yes.
removed?
Yes.
And coppiced, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay,
So I move,
so
that-
a revised plan.
I move that we accept as discussed.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, unanimous, so moved.
Okay?
And I would like you to check about what their fertilizer plan is.
Yeah.
Or you can.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we
They
are
sent you
adjourned.
all the way down here
Don't
just to
forget to
listen
sign.